Today on Karamo. You all were screaming, kicking, you even spit on him.
It's a very young couple dealing with a new baby.
You don't do anything. I clean up after you. I cook for you.
Accusations from her side.
I don't cheat on you. I would never want to cheat on you.
Accusations from his side.
What pictures, what videos, what messages?
And now they're going to deal with what happens
Are you ready for this?
when their shared phone is unlocked. Plus,
I would get smacked in the face.
Sharma says her mother used to hit her.
So you're saying that never happened?
No,
That is-
I don't recall that.
Will she get closure today,
Smacking me upside my head.
No.
I'm not just making stuff up.
or will this be the end of their relationship?
You have to stop looking for that reason. Welcome to the show. My guest, Zakira, says she is sick and tired of her boyfriend, Jaquan, accusing her of cheating. Zakira and Jaquan have been together for almost 3 years and recently welcomed their first child together. Zakira called the show because she wanted me to unlock her phone and finally prove the truth to Jaquan. We are going to meet Zakira in a minute, but first take a look at what she has to say about her relationship.
I have been with my boyfriend Jaquan for the last 4 years, but his family has been trying to tear us apart. His family accused me of having multiple affairs. I have never cheated on Jaquan, but I also caught Jaquan cheating on me with numerous women, and it's unacceptable. Jaquan's family member called my daughter a bitch the day before I gave birth to her. The stress had me so mad I had to go into labor 3 days early before my daughter's original due date. The doctor told Jaquan that my blood pressure was so high, they didn't know if I can make it or not. Jaquan's family members even threatened to beat me up the day that I came home from the hospital. Jaquan has put me through hell and back for the last 2 years, and I'm sick of it. Jaquan is always listening to his family members, but what he needs to realize is that me and his daughter are family as well. Jaquan, I've been telling the truth. Believe me, please. I beg of you.
Everyone, welcome 22-year-old Zakira to the show. Zakira, how are you doing, love? Good to meet you. Mwah. Thank you for being here. So, Zakira, I want to know, first of all, because I heard something shocking in that. What happened the day that your child was born?
It's hard for me to talk about because I get really emotional when I talk about it. So my daughter was called a bitch the day before I gave birth to her. And the doctor was telling him that they don't know if I was going to make it or not. So they had to do emergency C-section. And I was scared for my life and especially for my daughter's life. So that was something that I was bothered and mentally, tragically upset about.
Yeah. So I'm very sorry to hear that. So you say it all comes down to the family that's causing these issues. Why?
Well, this has happened way before I was pregnant. His family never liked me. I don't know why. I haven't did anything to them for them not to like me. I never disrespected them. I never disrespected Jaquan. It just constantly disrespect. And now it's disrespect going towards my daughter, and that's unacceptable. Any parent would not allow someone to disrespect their child.
Yeah. So you say that Jaquan accuses you of cheating, or accuses you, period. What does he accuse you of?
Having multiple affairs with other men, sending men money, meeting up with men, having men hold our daughter, having men come into our house when he goes to work. Like, I tell him, I'm loyal. I never cheated on you throughout this whole relationship.
Does he stand up for you in front of his family?
Absolutely not. He
At
does
all?
not at all.
What does he do?
Well, if you didn't go and text them, they would never called our daughter a bitch. Why is it my fault that our child was called a bitch? You should stand up for me and my daughter, our daughter.
How long have you and Jaquan had trust issues?
This began when I was pregnant. It was men that always flirted with me, but I always think that it's him, his insecurity. Just because you have insecurity doesn't mean that I'm doing the same thing you're doing. Every time I tell men I have a boyfriend, we live together, we have children together.
My producer told me that the family members threatened to beat you up the day you got out the hospital?
Yes.
What happened?
So from my understanding, his family members called him and told him where your girlfriend at? I'm trying to beat her up. And Jaquan said, well, that's not gonna happen. And he told his family members, you hanging on to a situation that is dead. So I was confused. So at the time, I wanted to break up because I was sick of the threats. I'm just sick of it.
I can't imagine a young woman having a child and hearing that the child's father wants to fight you. Was he the one who conveyed that information to you?
Yes.
Why did he convey that information to you?
Because he doesn't care. It's been plenty of times where he actually called people to physically touch me, fight me, the mother of his child. What type of man does that? I'm the mother of your first child.
So tell me, what happened with Jaquan's ex-girlfriend?
So we were in the bed, and his phone constantly keep going off. I'm like, what the hell is that? I'm trying to sleep. I got to work in a few hours. Come to find out, it was his ex FaceTiming him. Why are you and your ex still keeping in contact with each other? If that was the case, then you should have never started a relationship if you were still in love with her. You're wasting my time.
So my producers told me that when you saw that he was still communicating with the ex-girlfriend, you said, you know what, to solve this, I'm gonna get you a new phone with a brand new number.
Yes.
And so you did that, but what happened to that new phone?
I shattered it. You want to shatter me? I'm going to shatter something that I bought for you. I pay your phone bill. You don't do anything. I clean up after you. I cook for you. I send you money when you want to.
So let me get this straight. You got him a new phone and a new number so that he would not have communication with the ex, yes. And then he gave the ex the new number.
Yes. Then he said, oh, I thought it was you. First of all the phones that I had that I bought him, my number is saved in this phone.
So you're sending some screenshots. I want to see those.
Yes.
Of what you found on the phone. So.
Jaquan is coming out next.
My family actually caught you cheating.
What?
Their shared phone is about to be unlocked.
Are you ready for this?
Will the truth make or break this extremely young couple?
His family never liked me, and now it's disrespect going towards my daughter.
Does he stand up for you in front of his family?
Absolutely not.
So you're sending some screenshots. I want to see those.
Yes.
Of what you found on the phone. So is this your number, the 240?
No, this is an ex-girlfriend number. Hey, handsome. I'm the only one that should be calling you handsome. Hey, beautiful, where you at? Why does it matter where she's at? I'm outside waiting in the car, waiting for you. Why? First of all, you shouldn't be going outside seeing her.
Okay, give me 6 minutes. I got my daughter getting her ready, and she's going over her mom's. So he clearly knows this is not you, because he's saying, I'm gonna take her to the mom's house. Okay, is there any other text that we have? When are you gonna have my second child? I told you, me and her has been off, so stop playing with your sexy ass. Take me out on a date. Send me some money. So he's saying to this girl is saying to him, send me some money.
Yes.
Just take it out of her bank account.
My bank account.
Okay, that's good. Don't tell her either. Okay, sounds good. Meet me tonight at 8:30. Okay, Daddy. So
I'm the only one that should be calling him daddy.
Has Jaquan ever admitted to you that he's cheated on you?
No, he always give me the runaround. Oh, she just hit me up just to talk. What is it to talk about? You should be talking to me, your daughter. Why are you talking to your ex?
Why does he want to unlock your phone?
Because every time he gets caught into the middle of cheating, he wants to throw the blame on me. And I did it because I want him to feel comfortable that I'm loyal to him.
All right, I know we are all ready to meet Jaquan, right? All right, well, everyone, will help me welcome Jaquan to the show. Well, hold on, we still have to hear Jaquan's side of the story. Y'all know, both sides. How you doing, Jaquan?
How you doing?
Nice to meet you. Jaquan, I always start off by asking a simple, point-blank question. Have you cheated on Zakira?
No, I have not. And she thinking I'm cheating, but she won't show me her phone, but she like to go to my phone.
I always show you my phone.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You like to go to my phone, but you want to show me your phone.
Yes, I always do.
Okay, maybe you cheating.
I never cheated a day in my life when we was in a relationship, so lie again.
So you haven't?
No, I have not.
My family actually caught you cheating.
What?
Yes.
First of all, why is your family worried about what I'm doing? They don't like me. They never have liked me. Even
Because they
before
love
my
me.
child, they
Because
never
they
liked
love me.
me.
Because they love me, and they
whatever.
gonna tell me the truth.
You don't love me?
Yes, I do.
Okay, whatever.
So Jaquan, I need to go back to this because this is a big revelation. You're saying that your family has actually caught Zakira cheating before?
Yes, she going out to date. She leaving my daughter in the house with her mother.
What
with
proof
her
do you
family
have?
member.
What proof do you have? You listen to he say, she say. What proof do you have?
Okay, well, if my
What
family tell me
proof?
this, of course I'm gonna believe them
What
because
pictures?
they love me.
What pictures? What videos? What messages?
Come
what
on, Mama,
proof?
you see what I'm dealing with? I deal with this every day. She wanna argue, she wanna with me, but she never wanna deal with the stuff that she doing.
But
What am I
the
doing?
thing is that she is asking about a question because what do you have any proof other than just what your family has said?
No,
have
I
they
do
ever
not
taken
have
photos?
no proof.
Have they done anything?
No, I do not have no proof.
You don't have any proof of her, what your family has said, but we do have proof of your text messages with other women. So, can you tell me what's going on with these screenshots of these women that you have showed me?
See,
She's calling you
Karamo,
handsome.
I thought that was her because she texted me off multiple
You guys
numbers
hear
or
this?
multiple apps just to see if I'm cheating on her or not. But she can be doing the same thing.
Hold on. So, have you texted him on multiple apps before to trick him into being another woman?
Absolutely not.
Yes, she has.
Why is she
So that makes
calling you
think that
handsome? I'm
cheating?
the only one that should be calling you handsome. That don't make
Okay?
sense.
And I know I'm handsome.
But you having the other female call you handsome. She calling you daddy. I'm the only one that should be calling you daddy.
She don't never want me to tell my side of the story, but she always want to play the victim.
Well, I'm listening to your side of the story. I don't know yet. I don't feel yet that she's playing the victim. What I hear is her giving actual complaints to things that I'm seeing. So I don't want to label you as a victim or any of that stuff. But you are, in a sense, not giving us any explanation other than I thought it was her, to you clearly saying I'm gonna go on a date with another woman.
Okay, but if you breaking up with me on multiple occasions, of course I'm gonna go out and do me.
Why are you coming to my house?
Because my daughter did.
So you're saying you two argue a lot like this?
Yes.
But I know there's a 4-month baby that you just had. Do you sometimes think that maybe that part of like having a brand new baby, the stress of everything, could be causing friction in your relationship? Wow, that is a beautiful baby.
Thank you. And you could clearly see, Karamo, that I love my daughter.
I
So you
believe
should
that.
not be questioning about me, what I'm doing or what I'm doing. What I'm doing, when I go out, I go to work. I take care of my business.
So we heard on the day that your baby was born that your family member had called your child the B word and had also said the next day that your family member said they want to fight her.
Yes, but I was there for her and my daughter. When my family member said that, I defend her. But she got to understand.
Did.
You got to understand. You got to understand.
Your family member called her more BITCHs
See?
on
Every
multiple
time.
occasions.
Every time.
Is
Can I
that true,
talk?
though? Is that true?
Yes, it is. But I was the one that was defending her, okay? I was the one that was by your side. I was there for you. I love you. And I love our daughter. She's beautiful, just like you. I don't cheat on you. I would never want to cheat on you. I love you.
Did he defend you? Because you just said it was a lie.
I feel as though he did not
What did you want him to do in those moments?
stand up for me. All he did was text them about arguments.
So you want him to confront them?
Yes.
Okay, so Jaquan, why aren't you on your daughter's birth certificate?
Because she didn't want me to get on it because she wanted to be Patty. And she
Are
know,
you serious?
Why did she tear up all of Jaquan's IDs?
My birth certificate, my social.
And you ripped those up?
I absolutely did.
Their shared phone is about to be unlocked.
Are you ready for this?
Will the truth make or break this extremely young couple?
Have you cheated on Zakira?
No, I have not. You like to go to my phone, but you want to show me your
Yes,
phone.
I always do.
Okay, maybe you cheating.
I never cheated a day in my life when we was in a relationship, so lie again.
So Jaquan, why aren't you on your daughter's birth certificate?
Because she didn't want me to get on it because she wanted to be Patty. And she
Are
know,
you serious?
You know,
Are you serious?
you know my daughter look just like me.
Of course she does, but are you serious? I want another male on our daughter's birth certificate.
Yes.
Are you
That's why
crazy?
she didn't put me on a birth certificate.
You a liar.
Karamo.
You's a liar.
So why didn't
I'm
you
a
put him on the
liar.
birth certificate?
Because he didn't have an ID. And the people at the hospital said, because they asked me for my ID, and that's how I get on my daughter's birth certificate. He didn't have an ID. So it's no way that he could have
I
gotten her
had
birth.
an ID. I had all of them things, and she whipped them up because she wanted to be spiteful. Now, what woman would do that to the man of their child?
Hold on, I gotta get back to that. You said that she ripped up your documents?
Yes,
What documents are you talking about?
my birth certificate, my social, and I had a paper copy ID.
And you ripped those up?
I absolutely did, because if you
You see?
It's the clarity in that for me. I absolutely did.
Right.
I absolutely did. That's what got me. Okay, so you ripped it up. It's not funny, but because these are your documents, it just caught me off guard. I apologize. So you said you ripped them up?
Yes.
Okay, why?
Because if you want to tell my heart, I'm going to tell something else that's important to you.
Well, who
You're
does
going to
that?
feel the same pain that I went through.
But do you think destroying his things is the best way to do that? Especially when we're talking about that he can't get on the birth certificate because now he doesn't have his ID. Now, like, what if something happened to you and now your child is with, and you know, I'm listening to both sides of the story. I'm not saying who's right or wrong, but if something happens to your child, happens to you today, and now the father has to step in, but the father doesn't have any documents because you ripped them up.
Well, I did apologize to him for doing that, and I did a recopy of it because I destroyed his property. All of that is done with.
Well, but he said you also ripped up his social security card. You can't print that out, and also his birth certificate.
They wasn't like actual documents. It was copied.
Oh, they were copies of it.
It wasn't actually like a
that is not the point. See.
Well, that plays a little bit more into
Yes.
it. That plays a little bit more into it. That plays a little
That's
bit more
not the
into
point.
it. I mean, it's still you know that it was wrong, but ripping up a photocopy versus the actual one, got it. Okay, makes it a little bit more. So I also heard that when you two arrived at the studio yesterday for your COVID test, you all were screaming, kicking, fighting. You even spit on him.
Right,
Is that
and
true?
who does that?
What happened?
I got angry because in my face, he was talking about when we got over here, I'm gonna have women in our room and stuff. I'm gonna put you out. And yes, of course I'm gonna get mad because my own boyfriend, we're still together, talking about bringing other women into our room. That's disrespectful. That's beyond disrespectful.
What are your thoughts
You
on
want to
that?
know what I'm hearing right now?
Uh-huh.
Lies.
Okay, tell me your
Lies.
perspective. Tell me your perspective.
She can do whatever to me. She can hit on me. She can beat on me. As a man, I don't want to go to jail, and I don't want to lose my daughter or my family. Because every time when I talk to you, it just go left.
Is she often physical with you?
Some days.
Okay. So would you say out of 1 month, how many times did she get physical with you?
Every day.
Every day.
That is a straight lie.
You can put charges on my face, but I wouldn't dare put my hands on you.
But you can verbally abuse me. Not physically, but you will verbally abuse me. So that's acceptable?
Okay, but you mentally abuse me. You saying that I'm doing this and doing that. What are you doing? When I'm at work, what are you doing?
How would you know? You never call me. Not even on your lunch break,
Right.
you don't call me.
But you see what you just said. How would I know? And I don't call you because I'm at work.
On your lunch break, you have a break. You can call
I'm
me.
eating
and
my lunch. I have a 5-minute break.
No, you don't.
Are y'all living together?
Yes.
Yes.
Y'all do live together. Okay then.
Yes. And it's a pain.
It's a pain.
It's a pain.
How long y'all been living together?
Then move out.
For 2-3 years now.
So y'all been together for 4 years, y'all been living together for 3.
Yes.
Okay then. And has it always been this dysfunctional?
Yes.
Then get out.
See? You see what I'm talking
Get
about?
out.
This is what I got to deal with every day,
Toodles,
Karamo.
bye. You can get your own place. Why are you still living with
But
me?
why you trying to keep away
I
from
didn't
my
actually
daughter?
hear him say that it was pain to live with you. I heard him say that the situation was toxic, which I would agree with. So I can understand someone saying like it's hard to live there because it's toxic. It doesn't mean it's directly about you because both of you are playing into it. I didn't hear him say she's a horrible person. I hate her. I want to leave. He just said the situation and the communication that's negative. So I want to make sure that we're hearing exactly what is being said so that you're not taking in something that's not what he actually didn't say. But I actually want to talk to my audience about this because I can tell y'all got some comments on.
A lot of confused love going on between you guys.
Can this young couple handle our audience?
You guys have to learn respect.
And can this couple handle
Are you ready for this?
what happens when their shared phone is unlocked?
You are the five. Get off my stage.
Are you serious?
You know my daughter look just like me.
Of course she does.
You said that she ripped up your documents?
Yes.
What documents are you talking about?
My birth certificate, my social, and I had a paper copy ID.
And you ripped those up?
I absolutely did.
You mentally abuse me. You saying that I'm doing this and doing that. What are you doing?
All right, what are your thoughts on this?
Zakira, girl, did you really tear up his birth certificate?
Yes.
That's really petty.
I know. I apologize him every day.
I ain't hear the apology not one time.
I apologize, and you know I apologize.
Well, I didn't hear. Maybe she apologized in her dreams.
All right, what's your thoughts?
I just see that there's a lot of confused love going on between you guys, but you also just had a baby 4 months ago. And I wonder how, you know, that's affecting your child's relationship with either of you.
Hold on, I think that's a really cute concept. What do you mean of confused love? What is your thought on that?
They're not communicating with each other. One's hearing another, something else. It's just chaotic and you said toxic.
Yeah.
It's almost like there's a pain. There's a lot of issues going on, and it's confusing.
Yeah,
Confusion.
I like that. I think that. I'm gonna start saying, listen, you better say that all the time. Because there is a confusion in the love right now, because when you're not hearing each other. And when you don't hear somebody, things get confused. So I understand that. Anybody else have a comment? Thank you so much. Come on over.
You guys have to learn respect.
Yes.
And to call a baby a B word, to call the mother of your child a B word, to have your family want to attack the mother of your child. The first time the B word should have been even spoken upon, you're supposed to have put your foot down. And calling the B word is out of anybody's name.
Totally. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. So, how do you feel about that? Because we heard you say that you did defend it, but she's telling you, I need you to step up even more.
But I did step up, but I can't step up even more. I don't even see my family. I don't even talk to my family because I love this family so much and I love my daughter so much.
Do you think that you have the ability in you to say to your family, enough is enough?
Yes, and I do.
If you do have that ability, why are they still calling you and saying these things?
Because she go back and forth with them when I tell her don't.
I don't contact nobody in his family at all. For what reason?
So when was the last time you talked to them?
This was like after the day that I gave birth to my child.
It's only been 4 months then?
Yes.
4 months since you last talked to them?
Yes.
Okay then. So within that 4 months, have they called you with stuff about her?
No, I don't get in contact with them anymore since they done that. And that's
Okay.
out of respect because I respected her and I respected my daughter and I want to be my daughter's life forever.
Do you believe him when he says that he's going to check his family and always protect you?
Absolutely not, because it keeps going. It keeps going to where I have to get my number changed because it was getting ridiculous at the time.
Well, also, I mean, you just said that you destroyed his phone that you got him. Do you think that, and my producer told me that y'all are now just sharing your phone. Do you think that's part of the problem? Y'all are sharing a phone? Because if we're talking about communication with family members and things that are being said, y'all are sharing one phone, so of course that's always going to re-trigger you.
Yeah, but it's always other ways that they can keep in contact with him.
When your family says something about your lady, do you go back to her and tell her?
Sometimes, but I tell her that because I respect her and I want to know.
So what I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you a little tip, a little pro tip right here. Don't do that. If you've checked your family, there's no need to go back and tell her, because all that's going to do is interfere with her self-esteem and the way that she feels your family is growing. It does. You think to yourself, you being like, baby, look, I'm going to tell you, my family called and I said this, but it actually does the exact opposite. It actually only instigates more issues in your relationship than you actually need to have. So you got that?
Yes.
Just telling you, so as y'all move forward, this is a little tip that I want to give that to you. All right, listen, everyone, when we come back, we will unlock Zakira's phone.
Their shared phone will be unlocked next.
Are you ready for this?
Will the truth make or break this extremely young couple?
I don't even see my family. I don't even talk to my family because I love this family so much and I love my daughter so much.
Yeah, but it's always other ways that they can keep in contact with him.
We will unlock Zakira's phone to find out if she's been doing anything. All right, everyone, before the break, we heard from Zakira and Jaquan. We will unlock Zakira's phone in a second, but first, Jaquan, what do you think I'm gonna find on Zakira's phone?
Well, to be honest, I think you're gonna find different things. She might be texting some other people.
Like who?
Other men.
Name.
Names.
Names.
You tell me on multiple occasions that you gonna text other men while I'm at work. And you gonna tell them come over.
What's their name?
I don't know their names because you
Okay.
don't tell me their names.
Have you ever said that you're gonna text multiple men?
Nope. Nope, not at all.
Never said that?
No.
So I think it's time that we see what we found on Zakira's phone. Are you ready for this? Okay, let's go. So on your phone, we checked apps, texts, and photos. We scrubbed all of them, and we found 0 suspicious activity. We then went through text messages, see if there was any text messages with anyone, any guys, anything from work, anyone that could possibly say, well, she's having some interaction. We found 0 text messages. And when it came to photos, we looked through photos. There were 0 photos on the phone. So there was
Can I get
zero
an apology?
suspicious activity.
Can I get an apology?
Okay, so as a man, I apologize for accusing you. Okay, I was wrong at that time. But you cannot keep accusing me when I love you and I love my daughter.
Well, hold on. Well, hold on. I'm gonna stop you because this is where I know how to handle this. So the thing is that you can't say you stop accusing me because I've heard this right here on this show. You have not addressed the fact, honestly, that in the beginning you broke the trust. I don't know what you've been doing since, but I read the messages where you were talking to somebody else. What needs to happen if you want to have healthy communication and build this family like you said you want to, you got to own up now and say, yes, I did that and I will be better. Because the thing is, the more that you try to make her feel crazy, the more you gaslight her and be like, oh no, you're not seeing what you're seeing. It's only causing more issues. She was hurt by the fact that she saw something. You want us to go through her phone? We didn't find a single thing. So from what we know and from what you all have shared, she has not done anything. So that all we know is that you broke the trust because you did something. So it doesn't matter if y'all want to break. It doesn't matter if she pissed you off. It doesn't matter about any of that. All that matters is that the trust was broken and she needs a sincere apology without anything else. Can you give her that sincere apology?
Okay, yes, I done cheated and I apologize and I know you was hurt, but I just want things to work out with me and you, not just because I love you, but because we have a beautiful daughter.
So I know you want things to work out. So what actions are you going to take to show her, yes, I can actually show you that I can trust you?
By being a better man and showing you that I can be a better man.
What
and
does
be
being
there
a better
for you
man
and
mean?
my daughter.
What does being a better man mean?
I won't do it no more and I apologize.
So if you say I want to be a better man, it's saying, hey, I'm going to communicate with you. So if you text me, even if I'm on my lunch break and I'm busy, I'm just going to say, I received it. Let me call you back later. Can you do that to be a better man?
Yes.
What
Yes,
else do you need from him to be a better man for you?
Just respecting me and my daughter. Put boundaries between his family and me.
So if you have family that contacts you, don't pass that on to her. And if they do continue the behavior, you got to be clear and say, this is my family. You respect it, and you respect me and my lady. And that's what you have to do. Can you do that?
Yes.
I believe that. But just because I gave him some lessons, girl, I'm on you too. Let me be very clear, okay? I'm gonna ask you one simple question before I tell you my thoughts. You kept saying, you hurt me, I'm gonna hurt you. You stomped me, I'm gonna stomp you. You tore me up, I'm gonna tear you up. Who taught you that?
I'm gonna be honest. My mom. Mm-hmm. Well, I can admit, I have a very, very bad temper. I have an attitude on me.
I already know all that, girl. You ain't gotta explain you don't explain the obvious. Thank you for being honest. I don't know your mother, but I appreciate you saying that that's where you picked up that behavior. Because that learned behavior is not healthy. And the reason I asked you where you picked that up is because the same way you picked that up, your daughter's gonna pick that up.
Yes.
And you don't want that for your child.
I want my daughter to be the best she can be. I don't want her to follow in the same footsteps that I was growing up.
I know what strength it has taken for you as a black woman in this world to stand tall, to continue on, to love yourself, to still be thriving and do what you gotta do. Don't make your daughter's life harder by making her feel like if someone hurts her, she gotta hurt them back. There's other ways for her to protect herself and love herself, and it starts by her mom showing her, I love you and I protect you. So if something happens, you communicate with me. Because the reason that you don't do it is because I'm sure you don't feel like you can communicate with your mom. Right?
Yes.
Y'all don't have a good relationship?
No, I usually talk to my sister.
What would happen if your daughter said one day she don't want to have a relationship with you because of your attitude?
That's going to break me to pieces.
Well, the change starts now.
Okay.
So for you, as a family unit, that's how you resolve the issues y'all are having when y'all start arguing. Y'all are young parents, and there's a little girl that I believe needs y'all and knows needs y'all, and I believe y'all can be better. But if y'all don't stop this communication stuff right now and this tit for tat and all these things, you controlling his life, this is gonna get worse and worse. Get that boy a phone. Yeah, actually, not get that boy a phone. You get your own damn phone. Okay? You get your own phone.
Yeah.
How do you feel now that you got results, that you know she's not cheating?
I feel much better now, and I do apologize. I do want you to know that I love you, and I want things to work out, not just for us, but just for our daughter.
I apologize too.
Here we go. Give each other a hug. Y'all gonna be all right. Y'all gonna be all right. All right, friends, stay with us. We're gonna be right back with more. See you in a bit.
I would get smacked in the face.
Sharma says her mother used to hit her.
So you're saying that never happened?
No,
That is
I don't recall that.
Will she get closure today,
smacking me upside my head.
No.
I'm not just making stuff up.
or will this be the end of their relationship?
You have to stop looking for that reason.
You are the foul. Get off my stage.
My guest, Sharma, is 8 months pregnant and ready to be a new mom. She said that before this baby comes, she needs to get to my show and ask for my help to heal the trauma from her relationship with her own mom. Everyone, welcome Sharma to the show. Hi, Sharma.
How are you?
Good. May I have a hug?
Yes.
Nice to meet you. Oh my gosh, you got a little baby in there.
Yes.
Oh, amazing.
having
Of
me here. I
course.
appreciate it.
Of course, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for calling. Yes, take a seat. Let me know if you need anything,
I'm
okay?
good, I'm good.
We've had a couple proposals on here. We've had a lot of healing. We've never had a childbirth, and I don't think
And
I
you
want
won't
one.
after
Okay,
that.
exactly. You're like, and we don't want one. So let's get into it. So you
Okay.
called because you want to heal this relationship with your mom. So why is it important now for you, as this new baby is coming, to heal this relationship?
So one thing that I don't want, or what I don't need, is an apology.
Okay.
I just need accountability. I need her to just understand the things that I've been dealing with internally and just alone. And I just need for her to just understand my growth. And I just want her to just give me some answers so that I can be done with it.
What is the things that you said you've been dealing with?
It would be considered like the childhood traumas.
Got it.
And I just don't think she's aware of that because I've never had those conversations with her. And I think now, because of this journey that I'm on, I'm ready to address those things.
So you said that your mother was never a good mother to you and that you would never take her parenting advice. Can you explain?
I raised my children differently.
What was it like growing up in the household with her then when you were a kid?
Well, the main thing that even bothers me to this day is when there would be arguments between the adults, when she would come home, I would get smacked in the face. Why? Because I look like my parent.
Because you look like your father. Got it.
And
Okay.
that is still like traumatic today because I have issues. I don't like to be touched in my face, and it's certain things just bother me.
How old were you when your mother slapped you in the face?
I was young, 6. You know, as a kid, you don't know how to process that.
Yeah.
I just knew my feelings. It was more like the hurt and the being scared, things of that nature.
Yeah.
And that has carried over into now.
And how often would she hit you as a child?
I don't recall it being often, but it happened more than enough times,
Yeah.
like several.
Well, truth be told, even if it happens just one time, that's more than it should have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have you ever talked to your mom about how she treated you as a child?
No.
Never.
I mean, I tried once. I know she's aware of the things and like the mistakes that she's made, but it's never been a conversation between her and I. It's hard to have conversations because a lot of times it's the deflection.
You got it. Makes sense. Do you think your mother resented you because of the relationship you have with your father?
I believe so.
Because you had a good
an-
relationship with your dad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think she maybe resented me for a number of reasons, but mainly because we look alike.
So you said you feel like a forgotten child.
Oh, absolutely.
What do you mean by that?
Based on the upbringing, I'm the middle child, but I always felt like the black sheep. I always feel excluded, and I just feel like nobody ever picked me. Like it was never about me.
Oh, wow. How long did you feel that way, that no one ever picked you?
42 years.
Wow. I got it.
It's hard for me to even have relationships or successful relationships because I don't want to use the word broken, but it's trauma. And I was like, I need, and that's why I'm here, because I was like, I need to find the tools to fix that or even work towards fixing it.
Well, it's time now for us to meet your mother, Stephanie, so that we can hear her side of the story as well. So everyone, please welcome Stephanie to the show. Hello, Stephanie.
Hello.
Thank you for being here. So I know I could kind of hear you backstage, and I could also see, so I have a little eyes and ears.
That's fine.
And so I could tell when certain things that your daughter was saying, you were like, that's not how it is, or that's not how it was. Was there anything that was said backstage that you felt was untrue or unfair?
Yeah.
So you're saying that never happened?
No,
That is-
I don't recall that.
Will Sharma get the closure she's been looking for?
Smacking me upside my head.
No.
I'm not just making stuff up.
Or will this be the end of their relationship?
You have to stop looking for that reason.
When there would be arguments between the adults, when she would come home, I would get smacked in the face.
Because you look like your father.
I think she maybe resented me for a number of reasons, but mainly because we look alike.
And so I could tell when certain things that your daughter was saying, you were like, that's not how it is.
Yeah. When it comes to you and that's my ex-husband, I never compare you to him. At times, she missed out somewhat. Things were a little different with her and him, but she said that something in the nature of
That she always say she looks like a father.
right, and I would slap her.
Wait a minute.
Just
So you're
her.
saying that never happened?
No,
That is-
I don't recall that.
How do you not? So I made it up. Wait a minute. Let me stop you right there. Let me go back. You came right in there and smacked me right in my face, and I'm like, what is that for?
Because you
look like him. I didn't do. I was.
No.
I'm not trying to bash you or anything like that, but I need you to own the fact that I'm not just making stuff up as far as you coming in there smacking me upside my head.
Do you remember this time that
No.
you're talking about?
That's
How do
what
you
I'm
not
trying-
remember that? It happened on more than one occasion.
That's what I'm saying.
So can I
Okay.
ask, is there any moment that you remember punching or slapping Sharma?
Yes.
So yes, there was moments.
Yeah.
And saying
but
because
not
I look like my
because-
daddy.
Not because of him. I felt like what went on between he and I. Why should I have to sit there and explain this and that to my kids?
But he's not here to defend himself.
Because I know she's sensitive.
Did you ever try to keep her from seeing her dad?
I did at one time.
Okay.
Because when we were going through our divorce, his now wife said, oh, she's not welcome to the house. And I said, but you're not going to separate my children. I said, you're going to let this go on?
Yeah. And
So can I just say one more
Yes,
thing?
of course you can.
Because okay. We was out and I was bringing you home and we had a conversation.
About?
About you smacking me in my face. Hold on. And then when I mentioned it to you, those was your words out your mouth. And I just didn't say nothing else after that because you just act like
the
you
thing was that
forget
she acknowledged earlier today that she did slap you. She doesn't have the exact memory you have, but she did acknowledge today that she slapped you. Were you able to hear that earlier?
I did. I heard that.
Did you need it to be received a different way or
Yes,
told to you a
because
different
I
way?
want her to acknowledge the fact that
I
when I said,
just-
what was that for? Because you look like your dad, because I heard that growing up. On top of, you stuck up and sadiddy like those. You used to always say that too.
I said self-centered.
No.
You're self-centered.
Stuck
That's
up,
what
but I'm not.
I said self-centered.
I heard you say earlier that you slapped her. She wants a reason why.
I can't go back to that far, to try to bring it back up today.
Okay.
I cannot.
Because you're looking for a reason. You want to know why.
I asked a question at the times it happened, what the reason was, and it's because you look like your father. Those were the reasons. I just need you to say that. That's it.
I can say it and not mean it, so what truth is that going to be for me to even say it?
Well, I can tell you this right here, just listen to this. I know why that happened. You're looking for, was it because I look like my dad? Was it because of this? Was it because you thought I was self-centered, because I was sadiddy? What was the reason? And the reason she can't give you an answer is because she was in a cycle of abuse in her mind that she's like, I don't even have an answer for you. And so the thing for me that I would say to you is that you have to stop looking for that reason. The thing that you've gotten today, which I'm happy about because I asked you immediately what you needed, was you got her to admit she did hit you. Do you feel sorry for it hitting her?
I apologize to her, and you're looking at me as if you didn't hear it.
But it makes sense. I understand why she might not hear it. She's had years of feeling trauma and pain with it. It's still dealing with her. It's okay because that's not really where the healing is for you. Knowing that if the reason she hit you because you look like your daddy is not really going to serve your healing. What's going to serve your healing is you being able to say, well, you did hit me, and I'm actually going to be better than hitting my child in that way. And it's not to diss you or anything, but it's to say, I'm breaking the cycle. And so that's where your healing comes from. You got the acknowledgement today.
And like I explained to him, I didn't bring you here to
No,
say,
no. I said, what do I need to
That's
do?
what I'm trying to explain to you. I didn't bring you here to say you're a bad mom or anything like that.
Sure,
I was just
I
saying I
don't
just need
feel
you to
that way.
understand where I'm coming from.
I said, I
And
apologize.
Right, and like I said, I didn't
really care for. I mean, I thank you for an apology, but I didn't need an apology. It was more or less an acknowledgement, which you gave that.
How often do you just ask your daughter by herself?
When I talk to you, how's you and the baby doing?
I called to check on you, right? But then you go into talking about your other kids, and I'm like, well, that's not even what I called you for. Then you'll say, oh, well, how's your MJ?
And I said, okay, my fault. And I'll try to back out. Wait, but it's too late to correct it.
Just what I'm trying to get you to understand, when I call you, I don't want to talk about them all the time. I don't like them.
like I
So let's
said-
practice it. All you got to do is at that moment say, you know what? This is not what I need right now to feel
Right.
supported. You got to make sure you're practicing the same grace to her that you want her to practice with you.
All right.
And you got to do that work as well.
I understand.
Yeah, I feel it. I know. Is there anything else that you feel that you need right now?
That's pretty much.
Do you
That's
need
it?
a hug? She don't have to get up. I love
think-
my baby.
I think more communication with you all about exactly what you need in the moment versus retreating is going to be what's really going to help this
But
relationship.
I love my children.
I believe it. And if y'all ever hear something that is like, nope, that's not what I did, you got to stop and say, I'm going to listen to you still.
And
Yeah.
I do appreciate it. That's why we're here.
I know,
That's
okay.
why we
I know. I'm trying to give you some.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being with us. Come back next time, friends, so we can keep talking and growing. I love you all.